There's been a lot of coverage today of this unprecedented trial. This, of course, never happened in American history. And now we're joined by our local political expert, Dr. Mike Wolf. He is the chair of the Political Science Department and the acting director of the Mike Down Center for Indiana Politics.
Mike, thank you for coming in this evening.
Sure, good to see you.
As we know, Trump is the presumptive GOP presidential nominee. He has won Indiana handily in his last two bids for president. The question that everybody wants to know, will today's verdict impact his ability to run for president?
No, it might affect the margins, but I mean, he has won so clearly, and Republicans statewide have won so clearly, it's hard to imagine, particularly how solidified things are right now between the two parties, that would necessarily be a deal breaker for him to continue to win the state. We'll probably find out soon to see if they invest anything, campaign-wise, to counter anything, but it's hard to imagine that it's necessarily going to be an earthquake that upsets the partisan balance.
So, i.e., probably not.
Probably not.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
We have been asking, of course, will there be any repercussions? We don't know if the judge will sentence to jail time, but does this change anything as far as it might actually bring more supporters out? What is your opinion on
Well,
that?
it certainly fires everybody up on both sides, and that's one of the downsides to this. I mean, the upside, look, there's his responsibility. This was a presidential election, and information about that was being held back. And, you know, a lot of people put hard work in, the jurors and everything else. This was a jury that found this. So I think that's important. At the same time, most people are locked into their partisanship at this point and are probably going to be further locked in. And we've seen all kinds of indications that this kind of stuff just kind of ramps things up a little bit.
So the GOP convention is in July.
Right
after he gets sentenced, right. Do you see at all any Republicans possibly shifting their support?
Well, I think a lot of the Republicans that would have already have, the Lynn Cheneys and some of these others, they're probably already there. Those that are locked in and still with him, probably, you know, they're going to continue with this. You never know how this plays out.
Right.
And we'll see they'll probably go immediately to appeal, as is deserved. And we have to be careful not to blend the political component of the election and the court parts of, you know, having somebody that's accused of a crime have full civil liberties and protections about that. We've kind of said, well, this is an election year, we have to have everything solved by election day. Well, we also need to make sure our courts and the accused have their fair say. And we've kind of, I guess, blended those in a little way that's probably not good for either the election or for the court system.
So we will find out on July 11th what happens.
I guess so.
Dr. Wolf, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. We know you rushed to get here.
We appreciate your insight.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, sir.